All right, peace, family. Peace to everybody. Peace to all the kings and queens. Peace to all the chosen ones. We back with another video. Salute to everybody. Hope everybody feeling good and blessed. Hope everybody's healthy and well. Hence the whole topic of this video. So I haven't made a video in the last couple of days because I've been sick. I'm still kind of sick now. I just feel a little better than I did yesterday and the night before. But yeah, I was messed up yesterday, like all yesterday. I don't know what the heck is going on. There's something going around. Because I hear everybody got like some type of bug or something going on. But that's the important part of me making this video is taking care of yourself. Like health. As I'm getting older, I'm realizing that like health is wealth. Health is like the most one of the most important things that you can have. Is your most valuable assets. And I'm saying that because you ever notice, like, in the black community, we always seem to think once you get a certain age, like you're old and can't do nothing. And I think that stigma is because of a lot of times, a lot of us black people, once we do get like in our 40s and 50s and stuff, we start getting like sick and can't do shit no more. And we start looking at ourselves as old. And that's not really the case. Like I'm 37 now, and I don't want to look at myself as 45 being all old and all that. Like I know a lot of healthy people who's like in their 50s and 60s, like healthy. Don't I've told this story before, probably a long time ago, but I say it again for all the new people. Um, Back like in 2010, and this is the thing though. I heard he's still alive too. I gotta go and check on him. But back in 2010, I used to work at this cemetery out in Lower Merion, across like City Avenue, like right like the burbs of Philadelphia, like one of the burb areas of Lower Merion. And it used to be this guy there named Mr. Anderson who he didn't work there, but he was the friend of the owner, Miss Rita. He would come by there and check on her every now and then, help her out with some stuff every now and then. And when I used to see him and like see how he talk and walk, like how he just move, because I look at people, especially like when you get a certain age. I check out, like, I don't know, y'all do it. It's probably just some weird shit that I do, but I check out older people just to see how they move and walk and talk, just to see like where they at in life, or like because I be like checking on for myself or whatever, because I be wondering like, man, I wonder if I'm gonna get like that once I get that age. But back to Mr. Anderson. So I'm checking him out, and he look like he's like about 65 or something, like in his between like 62, 65, somewhere around there. Um, but he moved like a healthy 50 something year old. Kind of found out this dude was 82 years old. This is in 2010 at the time. He was 82 years old. And I didn't find that out. And look, at that 2010, I was fat. I was like 200 and something, like over 250 plus pounds. Like my highest was like 300. I don't think I was 300 at that time, but I was like 250 plus. And I remember we was like at the bottom of the hill of the cemetery, like at the other end of the cemetery, because we was like lifting up these stones or whatever, like trying to get this tombstone out because it was falling over. And it was a funeral coming in. And Mr. Anderson had blocked his car. Like the way he parked, he was like in front of the gate. And his car, because he had like this big old Cadillac. You know how them old heads, they be having like them big Cadillacs. And he had one of them old school Cadillacs, and it was like kind of like blocking, so they couldn't, like the hearse and nothing couldn't get in. So this motherfucker, and mind you, at the time, I didn't know he was 82 at the time, but he still was an old man to me. But he ran up the hill, and mind you, like I said, I was a fat young, I was fat. I wasn't a young boy, I was fat. And he ran up the hill because they called him on the walkie-talkie, like, you gotta move your car. He ran up the hill so damn fast and kept going nonstop. And I'm looking just in awe because I couldn't do it. And at the time, I'm like, how old was I in 2010? I was like 27 or some shit like that at the time, 26, 27. I was like in my mid 20s. And I couldn't even do that. And I was just like, and Mr. Marvin, my old, the one who got me the job, he was like, yeah, that's when he told me. He was like, yeah, you know, he 82 years old. And I couldn't believe it. So I asked him. I asked Mr. Anderson. He told me, and I'm just like, and his wife had passed away like 30 something years ago when he was like in his 50s or something. And I'm like, that's crazy. And kind of found out he's still alive. And I used to ask him after I found out how old he was. I was just so intrigued. So I used to ask him like, what do you do? Like, what do you do in your spare time? What do you eat? What do you drink and all that stuff? And he just was like, but he do say he drink a lot of water, but he say he don't really do nothing. You know, he was like a army veteran. He was in the army and all that stuff. I think World War II or something like that. And he just like had like a regular healthy lifestyle. It wasn't nothing like too major, but he just was healthy. And I'm like, damn, because a lot of people I know died early just off health. Like my uncle in 2011 passed away of a heart attack in his sleep. And he was only like 41 or something at the time. My dad passed away in 2019, like 2 days before my birthday, a heart attack at his job. um, it is it just be a so the older I get, I be thinking about that, especially because I get sick. Now, one thing is, because y'all know I box. Well, I haven't fought in 2 years, and mainly because I injured myself and then a pandemic. So it was just like a whole combination of things. And because of that, I didn't gain a little weight, whatever. I'm not fat, but I'm big for me. And I don't live like a boxer lifestyle no more, like a healthy lifestyle. And because of that, I'm getting sick again. Like I haven't really got sick in years because I was just always training and fighting and running and all that stuff. And because I don't really do all that stuff no more, I'm catching colds and getting headaches and getting weak and stomach viruses and all that crap. And that's not cool. And I'm noticing that it's a lot of times it's the things that we do and what we intake in our bodies, even down to the whole sleep. You're not getting enough sleep, rest, overworking yourself. Like my nickname is hard work because you know a lot of everybody who know me know that I work hard. Like that's my niche. I'm like a damn Jamaican. I be having like several jobs, just like several hustles, just doing something. And that might be part of the problem. I'm not getting enough rest. And I'm eating a lot of bullshit nowadays. So all that stuff gotta change. Cause I ain't trying to catch like diabetes and nothing like that. Like my family got a hit on both sides, got a history of that. And a lot of times it catch it around my age. Thus far, I haven't caught it because I am still technically healthy, especially consider the people in my family. But I don't want to revert back to, the old, to be susceptible to, catching all that stuff. So I gotta start, even if I'm not gonna fight again, I gotta start, living that fighter's lifestyle. Like I am fighting. Now I ain't gotta overtrain myself and go to the gym and spar heavy and all that stuff, and like I'm about to fight. But I don't know, because maybe if I do, it might get me back into training more where I want to fight. Like, because I'm kind of 50-50 with it. I kind of want to fight, but it's so much, like, I don't understand. Them training camps be strenuous on your body, and I'm not a young boy no more. So, like, that's one thing. I started boxing late. I started at 30. So, like, yeah, that shit catch up on you with the running and training and all that stuff and the sparring. Like, it's strenuous, and I don't know if I want to keep going through that. Um, but I'm only saying that right now because I'm I'm not in shape. Once I'm in shape, I'll be all for it. So just gotta see. But the whole thing is just being healthy, because you want to live, you want to be around for a while, as long as you can anyway. And you can break, especially if you black, you can break that stigma as, being old and stuff at like 50 and 60. A lot of us die at 50 and 60. Like, that shit is weird. And you see a lot of other cultures, they be living to like late 80s, 90s, a buck. And we die in our 50s and 70s and stuff. Be feeling old and weak in our 40s and 50s because of the stuff that we do, and the things that we eat. Like, that shit for the birds. um, when I used to train, I used to be partly vegan. I buy a lot of vegan stuff, which I still do now, but I just still buy a lot of other stuff too. I mean, I don't buy unhealthy shit, because when I go shopping, I do shop healthy, but I do order out a lot, or I might like eat some shit out when I'm working or something. So um, I just gotta cut that shit out and just start making stuff at home, like I usually do. The whole thing with that though is, I'm a chef, so like when I cook, like I'm bougie with it. I like I like to cook for perfection. Like the stuff that I like to order out in restaurants, the way it look, the presentation, the way it tastes. I like that shit to be at home too. So I do the whole trimmings and all that stuff, and it just be tedious. Like it be time consuming. It's a lot of prep work, but I mean at the end it's worth it. But like I said, it's just tedious. So I don't be like feeling like doing that stuff every single day home at home. But that's pretty much it. I'm in this live right here. I just wanted to say that I got a little headache. I need to lay down. But I got a lot of stuff in the works though. I got like a few new platforms that I'm in the process of creating. Because I'm realizing now, me being on YouTube for almost 2 years, that I don't like. Well, I kind of do, but I'm seeing that a lot of stuff that I like to do, you can't mix it all up. So you need um like different stuff for different people, because everybody don't like watching the same stuff. Like, so, like, some of y'all might know I do comedy skits on TikTok and everything, and I also do I got like a cooking channel. Uh, I really haven't really done that with my cooking channel as much. I made like 2 videos on there, but I want to start doing that more. I made like a couple cooking videos on here, But like I said, everybody don't like seeing the same stuff, so I just want to do different things on different platforms. So I'm making a well, I got a cooking YouTube, but I'm gonna do the same thing across Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and the same thing with my comedies, and just like and do it like that, because it's like I said, I like doing a lot of stuff, and I'm just not settled on one simple thing. And a lot of this stuff here on Black YouTube, we be tripping. I ain't got time for it, so. But I'm about to lay down. Hope y'all feeling healthy. Make some tea and some soup, and I'm gonna chill and I holla. All right, God bless, peace.